Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we've got some updates to share about some things we've talked about before, and this is just good news, and news about which I am absolutely delighted. And I need to give a shout out before we get going properly here to somebody very nice who sent me this picture. So shout out to clownwatch_ and on 247 over on Twitter. The important thing, however, is this image. Because now this is from the UK. This is a UK-based person sending me this. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Coming soon to Happy Meal, Pokémon. Now, for those of you that are unaware, this is generally what McDonald's tends to do. They will have the current Happy Meal boxes, and they will take one small corner and they will use it to advertise the next Happy Meal promotion, which is coming. So, this doesn't mean that it's coming soon. This means it's coming next. Because, do you know how we found out about last year's McDonald's promotion? This is exactly how we found out about last year's Pokemon promotion. Now, the image is slightly different and is on a red background, not a white background, but literally last year, we found out about this Happy Meal promotion because they were basically, they put a little thing on the corner of the box saying, hey, it's coming soon. That is exactly what we've got here. The other day, I showed you this image pertaining to Austrian McDonald's, not Australian, Austrian McDonald's, which basically said, hey, on the 27th of July, we are getting the McDonald's Pokemon promotion. Well, we've now got it coming in the UK as well. Although, I'm going to be honest with you, this is starting to terrify me ever so slightly, because I've been saying a lot recently about, hey, I'm going to Worlds over in Japan. Look at all this cool stuff that's happening in Japan while I'm over there. This seems like this is actually going to happen in the UK while I'm in Japan. And that makes me a little bit sad. Because this is actually, like, I might miss some or all of the Pokemon promotion, at least the start of it, because I'm over in Japan. I'll get over it, don't get me wrong. Japan will be worth it. I just think that's kind of interesting, given all the cool stuff going on. Now, of course, we did have the McDonald's promotion last year. And look, as I explained to you recently, I cannot promise you it is a TCG promotion. We haven't seen it. What I can tell you is it is overwhelmingly likely to be a TCG promotion because it always is. Firstly, we got that thing in the UK where we don't have plastic toys in Happy Meals. That it's a legal thing. And I've told you now, we are definitely getting it in the UK. So we are getting a non-plastic, i.e. paper, Pokemon promotion in England. Again, there's a chance it's not TCG, but I would be very, very surprised at this stage if it was not TCG. So last year we had what was it actually called? The match battle. Now you'll notice over in the US, over in North America, you had a plastic coin and a plastic spinner. Over in the UK, due to the whole no plastic thing, we had a cardboard coin, not the same. And we had a little spinner which you kind of pushed out of the cardboard and made up. And you each got a card and you would spin the spinner and it would land on a category, and then you would basically just look at your card and saw who got the higher. Very simple game, not the point. Now, if we look at the card list for last year, it was a bunch of reprints. Expect it to be a bunch of reprints today. One of the most popular videos on this channel was a video from years ago, and it was about how there was an Eevee. Now, they've now changed it. The legality rules have changed so that McDonald's cards are only legal if the regular one is. But there was a period of time, years ago now, where it genuinely looked like a playable Eevee was going to be kept in the format purely because it came as a McDonald's promo, which is genuinely kind of hilarious. Not the case anymore. It's just going to be reprints. We had the 25th anniversary promotion recently. That was, of course, all reprints as well, though they did have the very cool stamps. And to go back to last year's promotion, it's almost certainly, and I can't say for certain, but it's almost certainly going to be the same thing. That is to say, you will have McDonald's set numbers and symbols. So even though they're reprints, they will have unique set symbols and set numbers. And the packs will contain 3 regular and 1 holo. But whereas the 25th anniversary, every card was available as a non-holo and a holo, made the set really hard to collect, really encouraged scalping, it is, again, can't say for certain, but overwhelmingly likely that the deal this year is, like last year, that only some cards are going to be available as holos, and it makes the set actually very easy to complete and really dissuade scalping. It's going to be coming soon. We're going to have information and pictures and everything else soon. It's going to be amazing. But whereas the other day I just had a random listing from Austria, we've now actually got an image on a McDonald's Happy Meal box saying it's going to be the next promotion, and actually it's due to start in Austria this week. Oh, I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited. But in other wonderful news, we've got Jirachi. Now, Jirachi's an interesting one. Jirachi is a very, very interesting one, because Jirachi has been a missing card for a while at this stage. So, it's been kind of a roundabout thing. Now, what happened was that Jirachi V was released over in Japan. Normally, job was a good one. We then got Jirachi V in Astral Radiance, but we only got the full art version of Jirachi V. And as it stands at the moment, as I record this in July 2023, that is where we stand. We only have this Jirachi. If you want to play Jirachi V, you have to play the full art version. That is the only version that exists in English. Not a terrible card. When one of your basic Pokemon V is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, you may move a basic energy from that Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. It's basically like an EXP share as an ability, but you can just have Jirachi there and move the energy anywhere you like. So when it would work, you then decide who's got the EXP share, as long as it's a basic Pokemon V. That is a potentially very playable card. I'm not saying it's a game-breaking card seeing a ridiculous amount of play. I am saying it is interesting enough that it could legitimately see play. And then we got the awkward situation that only the full art exists. Now, we've seen this a million times. We've seen this over and over again, and the deal is always the same. When the regular version isn't in a set, but the other versions are, they've been taken out to use as promos. Take Verizon as an example. Verizon, by rights, should have been in Astral Radiance, just like Jirachi. It was, but not every version of it. Just the full art was in Astral Radiance. Yep, huge parallels here between Verizon and Jirachi. The big difference, of course, we got a Verizon V box. We never got the Jirachi box. Now, look, this alone tells us a Jirachi box was planned. Now, I can't tell you what kind of Jirachi box was planned, but this alone proves it. As far as I am concerned, this proves it was happening. Because we've seen this play from Pokemon many, many times, and except for Jirachi, every time they end up putting it as a promo. Jirachi never happened. Then we saw listings for a Jirachi box. We all got excited. It went away and never happened. Some people have been saying that it was, I've literally seen posts from people saying it was made up. It was never real. People invented it. I mean, firstly, even if you don't believe there were listings for Jirachi, that we saw that there were, even if you don't believe that, look at the pattern. The fact that we got full art but not regular Jirachi tells you everything you need to know. There was a box planned. But we were pretty sure it was cancelled and gone forever, and that's fine. We even actually saw an English scan. An English scan of these was made available months and months and months ago. We had this English scan. And yet, the card never released. And then this week, ladies and gentlemen, this week, we finally got a little bit of an update. Because you see, there is a page on the official Pokemon.com website. And on that page, it lists all of the promo cards that are going to be coming out. and it tells you when they are going to be legal, and that includes Jirachi V. It also includes a bunch of Obsidian Flame promos, etc., etc. Fine. Now, the reason it's legal on release is because we've actually had the card since Astral Radiance, like I told you. This card has been out since Astral Radiance. This card is out and legal for play now. This is just a new version of an existing card. Obviously, it's going to be legal from release. That was always going to be the case. But the fact that it's coming at all is genuinely interesting to me. I assumed it had been cancelled. Now, there is, and it's a very low chance, but there is a counter-argument here. The counter-argument is the box was cancelled, but somebody forgot to update a database somewhere, and this got automatically listed on the website of upcoming promo cards with legality. I don't think for a second that's actually true, to be clear. I don't think that's realistic, but I am saying that there is a chance that that's actually real. I don't believe it, but there is a chance. But anyone that doubted, yes, Jirachi V as a promo was always real. The second it wasn't in Astral Radiance, we knew it was planned to be a promo. The only real question was if and when we would ever actually see it. Still no actual announced product, but it's got to be coming soon, right? It's got to be. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this. I want to know if you care about Jirachi V at this point. I want to know your predictions for the McDonald's set. I want to know anything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the YC. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And of course, get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Uber MX, who's been a big support of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.